like, it's 2017. Do you not know that SeaWorld sucks?
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back. It's a mukbang. Pause this video, go and grab yourself a meal. We want to eat with you.
It's an eating show.
It is.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. What are we eating?
We are eating homemade red bean hummus.
Hold on, I've got to rotate the plate.
The lazy Susan, huh? What do you got in there? Got red kidney beans.
Yes.
And then peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
That's one of the key ingredients, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I mean, you could probably definitely do this with tahini. We were out, so I used peanut butter.
Soy sauce. Lime juice.
Yeah, a vegan sweetener.
We use coconut nectar syrup. You could use maple syrup or anything else.
Yeah, and I've just literally mashed this up with a fork because we don't have a food processor. But
Or you could food process it if you have one.
Yes, or use a proper mashing tool.
Yeah.
So, fork for me.
Then we got some mixed veg, just lightly cooked.
Yeah.
You got some whole grain raspberry rice.
Leftover from yesterday.
Yeah, and some Job's tears or Chinese pearl barley.
Just a nice little mixed plate.
I got two.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys are going to eat with us in the comments down below.
Share your recipe.
All right. We've really been enjoying this red bean hummus. It's yum.
Nice. This is a different peanut butter to what we usually use, so just a bit different to usual. But
Yeah, it's not as strong.
Yeah, the last one was better, but it's still good. Yeah, lovely.
Chewing.
Chewing. Now, just a warning, it's getting windy. We're recording outdoors, obviously. It's getting quite windy, so if the audio starts to be a bit...
But we can't take you indoors because
it's too dark.
Practically pitch black. So. All right. Anyway, a lot of stories that have come across the TVC news decks in the last couple of weeks.
A lot. Thank you guys so much for sending things to us. So we're just going to respond and talk to things as we eat.
We really appreciate it. First, cab off the rank. The YouTube channel Earthling Ed. Our friend Ed has a brand new documentary film called Land of Hope and Glory.
This was an incredible film. So first up, just a shout out to Ed. Thank you so much for making this. I mean,
Thanks,
it was
Ed.
really hard to watch, and we
Very
can't
hard.
even imagine how hard it would be to film this footage and then to sit through it and edit it and make this film. It would just be really, really difficult. So thank you, Ed, for doing that.
And so if Ed can do that, we can all do our part by bearing witness and watching what Ed has put together and also sharing it. That is the most important because awareness needs to be raised. Now this is based on animal farming practices in the UK, and Ed was inspired to make the documentary because he was sick of hearing people in his country say, oh, all of that bad stuff only happens in America, for example. And he's like, no, it's worldwide,
Exactly.
but I need to prove it to my fellow country people, and he's done so.
He has, and the equivalent in Australia is a film called Lucent. And, you know, you just need to replace the country name with wherever you are around the world, and it's the same thing. So these films are so important. And Emily from Bite Size Vegan, she presented a speech in Ireland, which was island specific. So we've got those three so far, including Earthlings, of course, that's from the US.
Yeah, because people are under the false perception, particularly in the UK and Ireland, that, you know, the animals are in picturesque, idyllic countryside landscapes, and, you know, all of that brutality only happens in America behind closed doors. Well, you know, this film smashes that myth, doesn't it? And that
It does.
misconception.
And a lot of the farms that Ed is showing in the film are supposed to be, you know, high welfare standards, and they're organic and they're free range and they're...
Red Tractor approved, RSPCA approved, you know,
and it
all
means
of those...
nothing.
It means nothing to the animals, and all of those stamps of approval are simply to make consumers feel good about their bad habits.
It's a way for industry to keep tricking people. Look, it's okay. We agree. We're not into mistreatment. We're going to treat the animals well. Well, they don't. They don't. And even if they did, it's still not okay. The use of the animals in and of itself is what's not okay.
The fact that they get a knife to the throat at the end, irrespective of the treatment, is the issue.
Yeah. So what really stood out for us was the filth of these farms. Like, and we've seen so much. You know, it's nothing new, but
it's hard to believe that we used to put that in our bodies, isn't
that's
it?
the thing. Like you watch this and you think that is so beyond revolting. And then we put it into our mouths and then we wonder
Believing
why
that it's
we
healthy.
get sick. Exactly.
Thinking that it's healthy and thinking that we need it.
Oh my gosh, it is
There's not
so
an
disease
ounce of it
forming.
that we need.
It's just, God.
You have to
I don't
watch
even have
it.
words to describe it. It's really
and you have to
gross.
share it. Links will be in the description.
Yeah.
Even as vegans of nearly 6 years, we learned some things, and we've seen a lot of animal slaughterhouse footage, factory farm footage, animal farming practices. We've seen a lot, and yet we still learn things, didn't we?
We did. I think it was the section that was talking about lamb. There were some things there that we didn't know about previously. So you're always learning. This is the thing. I know a lot of vegans say, I don't want to watch that anymore. And I understand that as well, because it is hard. You know, no one sits down and wants to watch this. But it is so educational. You've always, kind of just like adding new tools to your vegan belt that you can pull out and speak when you're speaking to people. You can
Exactly. You
pull
can
something
draw on
else
that
out.
information.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it is important. Again, thank you so much to Ed for making this.
Thank you, Ed.
Wonderful production, very, very professional, high quality. It was incredible. This is the Earthlings version for the UK audience, basically.
The UK version of Earthlings.
Yeah, that's he said it.
We knew what you wanted to say. We knew what you meant.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you, Ed. And again, all the links are down below. Please watch it and share it, especially if you're in the UK or if you know people in the UK. That's important. See, I said the wrong word and you're dropping things out of your mouth.
Green bean overboard.
Okay.
On to the next story, which is a little more upbeat. Kehlani, we were told. Now, we didn't know who Kehlani was, did we?
We didn't, to be honest.
But she is very, very famous.
Yeah.
Her music videos on YouTube have had over 500 million views.
Yeah.
So we're talking about someone very famous here.
Yeah, so she's an American singer and songwriter. She's 22 years old. Most of the people watching this probably already know who she is. Ignore us. Anyhow, she posted, she's very active on Snapchat. And a heap of you guys said, go over and check out her Snapchat. So we did. And she posted on her Snapchat, you'll have to excuse me.
You lost some footage, didn't you?
I recorded it and I lost it.
I
I
felt
was
so sorry for you. This is a starter today. But I do.
No, I've been keeping this for this mukbang and I can't find it, but I'm 99% sure that her snap said something like, I've just watched What the Health, I've gone vegan, and I don't know, 7 of my friends have gone vegan with me. It was something like that.
Verify in the comments below if you can verify this to be true, please.
So annoying. Anyway, we kept watching her Snapchat, and she is great because she keeps, just putting out different bits of information to her audience.
Yeah.
So that's really good to see. So what we did record, I did keep, these snaps here.
Positive changes since going vegan. I cook a lot more, if not most of the time.
That's
Very good.
excellent.
You gain a lot of self-control, self-discipline, which feels really good. More energy all day, from when I wake up and feed myself to when I go to sleep. I sleep a lot better too, that's good. There is no sluggish food coma, drained energy coming from meals or even in general, really good. The meat fog's been lifted.
Yeah.
Truly feel like my brain works better. I don't forget things while I'm on my way to do them. Comprehensive skills even amped up, no lie. Lastly, making a lot of new friends, learning a lot, being the best version of myself, all the while assisting the environment. Vegan life is too sweet. You can do it, push yourself and commit.
That's really
That's
good.
good, isn't
That's
it?
great. So yeah, it was What the Health that she watched.
What
and
the
it
hell
sounds,
strikes again?
Yeah, very, very good. Very positive. And I just love how they share this information with their audience.
Yes.
That's the main thing, you know?
And so important, isn't it? Because so many other social media influencers are, trying to debunk What the
Yeah.
Health and, bagging on it because, it goes against their low-carb diets that are based on animal products. But this is great.
That's great. And now her most recent snap, which I did record, making the family watch What the Health, lol. Fantastic. So, yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, and that's the back of Kip Anderson there,
Yeah.
who we just interviewed, the co-director and co-producer of What the Health.
And Cowspiracy.
Yeah, for our podcast. So links for that will be in the description
A
below.
little plug there. Wink, wink. Now, talk about making veganism more mainstream. Oh, this is awesome. So Dr. Gregor, he's doing an amazing job.
Everybody's favourite plant-based doctor, Dr. Greger, isn't it? No. It's an eating show. Very hard to... I can show myself eating, but I won't be talking.
All right. Dr. Gregor has been on The Big Fat Truth, which is...
Produced by J.D. Roth who is the producer of the
Biggest
Loser
Loser
series.
Yeah, that's right.
We used to
So
watch The Biggest Loser,
We
didn't
used to watch The Biggest Loser. We loved that show, but we didn't know anything about diet or health. We thought that was the answer, and it's clearly not. So he has now, JD Roth has now gone to switch to a plant-based diet, and his new show, The Big Fat Truth, is focusing on helping overweight people obviously get to a healthy weight and also reverse type 2 diabetes.
Oh, careful. That sounds like pseudoscience.
With a whole foods plant-based diet.
No,
Yeah,
it
careful.
couldn't be.
Oh, you'll be debunked. Not so. One episode.
Sorry for being facetious, but
I'll leave it there. Okay, so the first episode of this series is actually on YouTube. We're going to link that down below. We haven't had a chance to watch it, but the full episode is up. And this is being screened on Z Living in the US. So you can watch the first episode here on YouTube. And
Dr. Gregor, on his nutritionfacts.org Instagram page, posted this clip from the video.
I'm gonna get diabetes. I knew I was gonna get it. My parents had it, my grandparents had it. It's inevitable. You're gonna get it.
You say, I knew we were gonna get it. It's inevitable. Well, hearing that must make you crazy.
Oh, that kills me. Look, genes load the gun, but it's lifestyle that pulls the trigger. It's like not everyone who smokes gets lung cancer.
Right.
There's a genetic component. Some people are genetically susceptible to get lung cancer, but would never get it if they didn't smoke. Same thing with type 2 diabetes, right? You can have that susceptibility. If you ate a certain way, you'd get diabetes.
I mean, how good is that?
Awesome, isn't it?
It's so good to put that on mainstream TV.
Yeah.
Because it goes against what the majority of people have always been taught and think
Exactly.
about
I
type 2
mean,
diabetes.
how many times have you heard people say, but it runs in my family, like the woman did?
Exactly.
And the reason is because everybody's legs are under the same table, i.e. they're all eating the same foods, animal products and processed foods.
And they're just not getting this information and education from their doctor who has not been educated.
In nutrition themselves.
Yeah.
Very little nutrition education they've received.
So really, really good that he's able to get this message out on TV.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the second thing that Dr. Gregor posted, oh my goodness, he's been so active.
He's also appearing on PBS, isn't he?
PBS, yeah. So it's a show about his book, How Not to Die. That's,
Yeah.
I'm just speechless. I'm so happy that he's doing this. It's really good.
He's killing it, pardon the pun. I had to, I couldn't resist.
Very good. He's talking about fighting the top 10 causes of death. And let's hear a clip of what he posted on his Instagram.
Dr. Michael Greger is back with a new program based on his best-selling book, How Not to Die.
Let me share with you what's been called the best-kept secret in all of medicine.
He will take you through the top 10 common causes of premature death, show you which foods can aid in helping address many of your health problems, and why certain foods have been proved to promote your well-being. Watch How Not to Die, Fighting 10 Deadly Diseases. Tuesday at 8 p.m.
This is just gold. Absolute gold, isn't it? And speaking of colours, how good is his signature green tie? I just love that.
It is. It had to be green. What else would it be?
Be seen in green.
Okay, next story. So we had a few of you tweet us about Shane Dawson.
And the fact that he tweeted that, what did he tweet?
Well,
that he's going vegan?
yeah, hold on. He's got 3.7 million followers on Twitter, so massive
Huge audience.
and he's huge on YouTube. And he did tweet.
Even bigger, much bigger audience on YouTube, isn't
Yes, that's right. He did tweet, I'm going vegan, ... for a day.
But I'm curious to see how it goes. I want to do a video about it and explore the vegan world. Now, Shane knows about a vegan diet, about veganism. Freely's made multiple videos.
Several videos, yeah.
So
He knows. I just feel like there's this constant clickbait from him.
Yeah.
He's in the same boat as Trisha Paytas.
yeah, it just sounds
they
like a lot of
frustrate
trolling
me.
again, isn't it? I
And
mean, how many
so-
times she said, "Oh, I'm trying out vegan,"
Yeah.
and then next thing you know, she's eating a plate full of chicken. So
Yeah, just constant
We'd like-
attention seeking, and we'd like to be enthusiastic,
and
but
optimistic, but
quite frankly,
when you know better, you have a responsibility to do better.
yeah, Anyhow, Ricky
Hey.
Dillon was excited about it, so
Yes,
that's good.
yep.
But then he tweeted, I love when two of my friends, Trish and Liquid Cheese, hang out. Trish is on UK Big Brother, apparently. They're pouring liquid cheese on her. So if you're still thinking Liquid Cheese is a friend,
I want to go vegan, or I'm going to go vegan for a day. I love liquid cheese.
And the other thing is, you don't go vegan for a day. You have a plant-based diet for a day.
That's
Just
right.
have a few meals without animal products. That's not going vegan. We really need to stop thinking about veganism as a diet. And I know that the diet is the main aspect of it because that's where the most
Exploitation of animals takes place.
Yeah, so that's the most important thing. But you don't go vegan for a day. Okay, so I don't know. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated with Shane.
Moving on.
Next one. Next. Okay, so a comment was left on our channel.
Just to let you know, Cindy Kimberly, the Instagram famous Wolfie Cindy, recently tweeted about crying watching Okja, which led her to defending veganism and now publicly announcing that she's going vegan. Another powerful influencer making the change. So she's got 3 million followers on Instagram.
She does. So I just want to say, like, we've heard so many people saying that they've been making changes after watching Okja, which is really, really good.
2017's been fantastic for Netflix films like What the Health and Okja, hasn't it?
And that's, again, it's the whole idea of putting these films in, giving them mainstream access and coverage through Netflix. It's just like, it's the best thing.
So accessible.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
I've been tongue-tied today. So that's cool. So, she has a huge following, 3 million on Instagram.
But there's a twist, isn't there?
There is a twist. As I was searching for Cindy's tweet, I couldn't find it, but what I did find was an article which was showing tweets from various people and their reaction to Okja. And so I found this reference to Cindy, but when I clicked on the link, this is where it goes. So did she delete the tweet?
That often happens. Sometimes, a big social media influencer puts out something about veganism and they often receive a lot of backlash. And sometimes if, they're not, strong enough within themselves and haven't yet educated themselves enough, they might retract that, post or what have you. So did that happen, guys? If you guys are familiar with the situation, let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah. Okay, so then, just the other day, she tweeted, mixed messages here, I'm not sure what's going on. She posted, "I love animals, they are such blessings to this world, pure beings." Beautiful, yes they are. So that,
sounds like something a vegan would say.
Exactly. But then people were really confused in the comments under that tweet, asking, "Are you still vegan? I'm curious."
But she didn't seem to respond, did she?
She didn't respond to anything, not that I saw. So we're not sure about that one. Would be great if she did make the connection. I don't know. Let us know if you guys know anything else about this.
Next story, It's Judy's Life. Big YouTuber, 1.5 million on her main channel and 1.3 million on her beauty channel.
She took the kids to SeaWorld.
Oh, Judy.
I don't get it. It's like, it's 2017. Do you not know that SeaWorld sucks? Everyone knows SeaWorld sucks. Come on, girl.
I mean, Blackfish? Steve-O and his protests that landed him in jail to raise awareness about SeaWorld or Slave World.
And we got Sammy! Woo! We're fucking shutting down the city, man! Now we just shut down SeaWorld!
Why did you do it?
Why did I do it?
Yeah.
Because it was the right thing to do, man. SeaWorld sucks.
So Judy posted on Instagram, "When I was little, my parents used to bring me to SeaWorld all the time. We were season pass holders. Fast forward 20 years later, here we are again, but this time with 3 little ones." So this is a classic case of indoctrination, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see one generation creating, it's almost ritual, isn't it? The family goes to SeaWorld together, they've got a pass. The difference is though, in 2017, we have social media. We have so much more insight and knowledge about what goes on in these places. You can't plead ignorance if you're on social media. You're going to see something, no doubt. 20 years ago, yeah, sure, her parents didn't know and you can't blame them. But today, she's got a huge platform. You know that she's seen stuff.
Exactly.
You know, there's been a lot of
she lives her
exposure.
life on social media.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know if you can, I just don't think you can plead ignorance at this stage, at this late stage of the game. So there were a lot of people in her comments bringing her awareness to this, saying, hey, this is not okay. You shouldn't be encouraging the girls, your daughters, to go to these kind of places. You shouldn't be encouraging your supporters and fans on Instagram to be promoting SeaWorld to them.
Yeah. But fortunately, actor James Cromwell from the film Babe, he, together with some people from PETA, were protesting at SeaWorld, and raising awareness for the fact that it is slave world. And he ended up in jail, didn't he? Or he was arrested at least.
He was arrested. So it's really good to see people, celebrities that are taking a stance, that are putting this in the news, just to counter when someone like Judy posts, taking the kids to SeaWorld. We need that balance. If you guys haven't watched Blackfish, the documentary, you're not sure what's wrong with SeaWorld, we strongly recommend that you do watch that.
Yeah.
We'll post a link down below. But it has received so much attention over the years that it's really hard to believe that someone like Judy wouldn't know about it. So very disappointing to see that, and I hope she wakes up, and I hope her kids wake up, to the reality of what goes on in those kind of places.
Yes. So some good news stories, some not so good news stories.
Mixed bag today.
A mixed bag. I guess what we want to say is it's 2017. It's time for people to step up. The information is at people's fingertips.
I don't think you can, well, if you're on social media, I don't know how much you can claim ignorance anymore.
No.
I don't know. There's just too much out there.
We need to start making better choices based on the information that we have and the knowledge that we have.
Yeah.
As someone said in response to Judy, her post about SeaWorld, when you know better, you need to do better.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
right.
true.
Once upon a time, we could, plead ignorance because we didn't know. But once you do know, once you have seen something, it's a moral obligation to look into things, to educate yourself, to make better choices and changes.
Yeah.
And I think we're just, because we just watched Land of Hope and Glory, that's just got us kind of like, all right, enough, enough.
We got that, we got Lucent, we got Earthlings, we got What the Health, we got Cowspiracy, we got Blackfish, and we can go on and on and on and on and on. It's all
you
there.
can't keep putting your head in the sand and saying, I don't want to watch it, no, I don't want to say it. If you're going to participate in it, then you need to know the truth.
Yeah, and we're hearing a lot about, the appeal to futility that, but is it realistic for the whole world to go vegan? That's not the issue here.
No.
The issue is each of us, when we know better, we can't wait for everyone else to make the change. We have to, be the change, as Gandhi said famously.
That's right.
So,
That's it. All right, guys.
all right, guys.
Feel better? Vented? Frustrated.
Let us know what you think about any of the stories that we've discussed today. Leave your comments down below.
Everything is linked below as well.
And also send us through any news stories that you want us to discuss going forward.
Yep. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed your meal. We're going to obviously
Finish
continue.
ours off camera.
That's right.
Like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Make sure you ding that bell and check the box so you're notified every time we upload new content.
And remember until next time that going vegan is not the most we can do.
It's the least we can do. See you next video.
Bye, guys.